Everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the relationship of social media and public relations. Social media has played a vital role in the way we communicate today. It has evolved so much over the past few years and has shaped the way businesses now advertise, market, and even reach their consumers. Today, public relations professionals use social media on a day-to-day basis to reach consumers firsthand. In this presentation, I will talk about the role social media plays in public relations, specifically focusing on how social media has affected public relations, why public relations professionals use social media, why social media is important for brands, and the future of public relations. But before jumping into how social media has affected public relations, I want to share with you some information about social media today. As you all know, social media is continuously growing with more and more users daily. According to an article by Dave Shaffey of Smart Insights, our total population is 7.3 billion. The total internet users are 3.4 billion, active social users are 2.3 billion, and the total active mobile social users are 1.9 billion. These numbers represent just how many people use the internet on social media alone. The number of active social users increases each year, and it increased by 219 million more users from 2015 to 2016. The number of active mobile social users increased as well by 283 million more users. So what are the most popular networks today? Where are all of these users going when they want to be social? Well, it may come as no surprise that the popularity of Facebook would place it as the #1 most popular social networking site. However, it is followed by YouTube, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Tumblr, to name a few. I was shocked to see Google+ as one of the most popular sites since it is not actively advertised today, but if you have a YouTube or Gmail account, it is incorporated into your merged account sign-in. These sites have shaped the way public relations professionals now communicate their message to their targeted audiences. According to an article by Ron Tarosian of Business to Community, a recent study by ING revealed that 81% of public relations professionals today feel they cannot do their job without the use of social media, while 71% of public relations professionals feel social media is important to their daily work. This may lead you to wonder why these professionals feel this way. Well, with the rise of social media, public relations professionals are now able to have more direct contact with their customers. With social sites like Facebook, public relations are able to specifically direct their message to their targeted audiences. It also enables them to increase the visibility of their message. For instance, the more professionals interact with their audiences, the more their message will be seen by their target audience. Not only does social media allow public relations professionals to specifically target their audience, it also allows them to craft particular and appealing content. This content allows professionals to connect with their audiences and set them apart from competition. Creating engaging content is important for public relations professionals because if it is done right, their message can be shared by their target audiences and reach new potential customers. Since social media has so many elements, public relations firms are now integrating more qualified, skilled people into their organization to deliver a broad package for their customers. Some integrated services that many are incorporating into their companies include advertising, marketing, and data specialists. So why does public relations professionals use social media to reach their customers and target audiences? Public relations professionals use social media for a number of things, one of them being to craft authenticity to their customers and target audiences. Social media is one of the driving forces behind authenticity. Public relations professionals and politicians convey their messages via social media today to bring authenticity back into their messages. Many professionals provide a personal tone in their messages to connect with their audiences on a more personal level. It's important to be authentic today as more people are responding best to authenticity. Not only do public relations professionals use social media to authenticate their messages, but also to build brand loyalty. With the rise of social media and the simplicity of shopping online, many companies are becoming more and more competitive, so it is even more important for companies to build their brand loyalty. Many people who shop online look for discounts and avoid high-quality brands to save money, but since many stores offer discounts, it drives customers away from remaining loyal to a particular brand. This is where it gets tough for public relations professionals to build their brand loyalty. According to Lauren Bias, CEO of Luxury Marketing, PR professionals need to remain engaged with their customers, ask their opinions after they post or after they purchase recent gifts, and let them know that they listen and respond best to their demands of customers. PR professionals also build brand loyalty through social media by staying relevant and up to date with their competition. It's important for PR professionals to use social media to build brand loyalty because it offers first-hand contact with their customers to hear their feedback and show their appreciation. Social media eliminates the need to invest a substantial amount of time and money to reach customers. In order for PR professionals to connect with their customers one-on-one without traveling, they use social media. With the use of social media, it has made public relations professionals become more vigilant. Today, PR professionals can lose many of their customers or potential customers over one bad review online that reaches more than 1,000 people. Social media now has the ability to influence the way people perceive a product. Just by sharing a particular post, one complaint about a company can quickly influence a large amount of people online. This is one of the reasons PR professionals now respond to questions or complaints made by customers online in a quick and reasonable fashion while practicing customer service skills. As I've already said, it's time effective and inexpensive than traditional PR methods. But why is it important? Social media is very important in the public relations field because it allows company brands to reach larger audiences on the same network faster and on a more personal level. Social media is important for businesses because it gives their brand exposure. Yeah, sales are important, but that's not the most important, according to the 2013 Social Media Marketing Industry Report. As you can see in this infographic, with the use of social media, companies are able to increase their exposure, traffic, market insight, and customers, to name a few. Companies are even able to develop business partners through social media. It's crazy to think of all the benefits that come with social media, but let's look a little closer. According to a 2013 Social Media Marketing Industry Report, company sales are dramatically increased with the use of social media. As you can see, 62% of companies that spend 40 plus hours a week on social media earn new business through their efforts. And what's great about social media, as I've said before, is that it really is time effective. Just 6 hours a week can increase brand exposure. Think about all the time you spend on social media a week. How many ads do you normally see when scrolling through Facebook? Probably a lot, especially on the sides of the page, and they're normally ads from sites you visited. Companies are easily able to expose you to their brand by simply advertising to you directly on Facebook, for example. And when you like that brand's page, it exposes other people to their page, which then exposes them to their brand. And they do all of this inexpensively. At least 62% of companies with very few employees, 10 or less to be specific, agreed that by marketing through social media, they have cut their costs of marketing. Companies with larger groups of employees agreed to this by 38%. Marketers who have been using social media for at least 3 years or more have said that it has helped them improve their overall sales. And of companies that have been using social media for at least 1 year, 63% of them were able to build brand loyalty. So you may be wondering, where is social media taking the public relations field, and what should we expect in the future? The future of public relations is ever-changing thanks to social media. The first press release was created in 1906 by Ivy Lee, who's also known as the founder of modern public relations. With the rise of social media, the traditional press release has evolved into what is now called the social media release. With the use of embedded multimedia options and easy distribution of information through various social channels, public relations professionals are now able to add more social elements to their press releases. This allows their viewers to comment and share their message to their preferred social networks. Public relations professionals are now able to craft press releases however they like. Since brands target their audiences based on social sites that their customers spend the most time on, we will continue to see advertisements on popular networks like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and more. We will continue to see visual content that is specifically targeted to certain audiences. But PR is now less about handling crises and more about how a customer views a particular company or brand. So we will continue to see public relations professionals express the importance to remain interactive with their customers and evolve the ways in which they do so with the continuous rise of social media. PR is now content, it is now relationships, and it is ever evolving. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with a video of Tom Keller, author of Public Relations in the Digital Age. Here he talks about the future of PR. I hope you enjoy.
Public relations is definitely changing, and it can be kind of uncomfortable. If you're trained in one model of public relations or you're very comfortable with one way of practicing it, a lot of that is getting disrupted now. And I think a lot of fields are changing, but particularly one that deals with communication and very often mediated communication with all the changes in media, with all the changes in the way organizations operate in society. It's really changed the nature of the whole field. Concepts that you think about, participatory media, radical transparency, these are things that, yes, organizations have been wrestling with them for a long time, but they really have come to the forefront in the digital age. That, however, is creating a lot of new opportunities. There are a lot of organizations now that are seeing new value in public relations and trying to make sense of the technological shifts in the field of communication, but also the social and the cultural shifts, the economic changes. There's been so many changes, and organizations are looking for new talent. They're looking for digital natives. They're looking for students, recent graduates who understand this, who, again, it's organic to the way that these students have grown up. So that's something students can bring, and there's a lot of new opportunity. But again, that has to be balanced with a good understanding of strategy, a good understanding of writing, and having those core skills. So if you think you're just going to go into public relations, hey, I got Facebook, I got Twitter, I'm on Snapchat, and I understand that way more than my parents or my intern supervisor do, yeah, that's part of the story. But you also are going to have to make sure that you can apply that strategy.